On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. His pass caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Saints 13, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He was brought down by...
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Hill. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry for
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Hill. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. 4th down, Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st down.
To throw, Kaepernick. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Saints.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Kaepernick to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Kaepernick again. Flushed out right, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, Hill, a very quick pass to Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing again is Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It's third down and goal.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley as time expires in the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go on 4th. Hill being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in the position to try and win the game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down.
Kaepernick going to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
25 yards that time. Kaepernick now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now he'll get to use his legs. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20.
you go like
Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, 67 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up third down.
Third and long. It's Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And they are going for it. Here's Hill. Big hold of the 30. Caught on the right side by Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Gurley. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on second and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Todd Gurley, 29 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, here's Hill. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first and 10, Hill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Hill.
And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Hill on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. Left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, Hill. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
That's another.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Saints 32, Falcons 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will leave them a yard short.
Complete.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. When the Falcons' defense stands tall, they'll get the football back.
The turnover on down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Kamara. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun. Hill. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Operating from the gun. Hill. A slant to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill, flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New Orleans...
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.